Welcome to my allotment, plot 3 in North Warwickshire. Part 3 of the polytunnel grow room build. I'm sorry I haven't got this video out quicker, but with the winter weather I've been out gritting, back to bed, out gritting, back to bed. And the sun's gone in. We've had sunshine for the last 4 or 5 days and now it's disappeared. Wonder where that's gone to. So I did a few extra things after the battery failed. So we now have double insulation there and on this side. I'm now going to put some black cloth, which is there. Just to sit on the soil, maybe stop the condensation. I've got ice on the inside of the poly, but there's just a slight dampness on the second layer, or the inside layer of bubble wrap. I've already done the top. Now I'm thinking just leave one layer of bubble wrap on the door. As we know, with plastic sheets, warm air rises, hits the cold sheets on the outside, forms droplets of water, forms ice, and then they drip down, similar to how clouds are formed. So I think I may just leave a single layer of bubble wrap there, mainly because I've got to go and buy another lin meter. But we'll see, it's an easy fix if it doesn't work. I've got the heating system ready to go. I'm going to light that now and then put it together. So I'll bring you back. This candle's about 150 hours. It's a little taller than I really wanted, but we'll place this one on top. And then the larger one, which I can't lift, so I'll bring you back, guys. No, that wasn't the one I was trying to lift. We normally put a little something across the top hole just to hold the heat into the bottom part, and then that will generate heat out into the larger one. So I'll leave that running a little while just to make sure it's nice and safe. Nora made a comment on the first video about using candles near to bubble wrap and combustible materials, so that is very well worth thinking about. I don't believe people have had any problems with these as long as they're secure and safe, but please comment if you know otherwise. Mick also said about Mick Watson about condensation. I'm hoping that the 2 layers inside will stop some of the condensation. We need ventilation, but that can be added later. So we'll see, and we'll update. Muddy Boots, Nigel, mentioned about triple glazing. Well, I do intend taking off all the outside flaps. This won't be sealed. So the flap at the back will be coming off. Mick Pulteney, he leaves his polytunnel open to the air via quite big mesh panels along the side to let ventilation in. I'm not thinking about overwintering really delicate plants, other than in this grow room if you can call it a grow room, it'd be my little place to put the frost-free plants in, just while they're trying to grow. I have had problems with mould and green slime forming on the compost inside, so I'm going to ventilate it, including the doorway. The plastic sheets coming off the doorway, and it'll be Enviromesh. So in actual fact, we're just going to be triple glazed, because air will be allowed to circulate in here. We are triple glazed in a fashion, I suppose, but the old waters are dripping down on me now from the condensation. But it's the first good frost, and I've took some parsnips out this morning and took those up to Costa Coffee, and they've kindly given me 3 days worth of coffee grounds, so I'll be giving them a mention later on. So we've got the material inside, and then any plants that don't really need protection can go in the bottom of there, but no doubt the mice will love it in there, warm, and a new food supply. Right, I'll work on the door now. Not sure how I'm going to do it. I've left that piece of bubble wrap actually attached, so that at least I've only got 3 air gaps, but we do need ventilation, so we'll see. I'll bring you back once I've completed the door. Just got a little simple door, 4 bits of wood with a couple of screws holding each one in. Nice and simple, it's got to take no weight, all it's got to do is just keep a bit of heat in. I'll put the bubble wrap on there. Well, the door's covered, and all we've got left of the bubble wrap is that bit there, which in bits would actually cover the rear of the door if I needed it. I haven't been tempted to trim the bubble wrap. The bit on the top just sits over the top of the door and the joint at the top, and the overlap will just help keep some of the heat in that we generate. Little clip I salvaged off some furniture. So you can just see there how that's just naturally sat on the top and pushed there. I've also creased that there, so when the door opens, if you just fastened it flat, it would probably trap. So hopefully that will last. But this clip, I've used it before. I haven't got the other half of it, but that's the only trouble when you skip dive. You don't get all the bits you want, and that's just pulled it too, and that's pulled it nice and tight. The heater's just started to heat up, but as with log burners in the house, it takes a couple of days to get the heat generated. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to bring my temperature gauge down and put it inside, perhaps tomorrow morning after the frost again, or I'll put it in today and then it'll be ready for tomorrow. Then I'll put the pot in, and then we'll see how the temperature has risen, say for Monday morning. That was another comment from one of my subscribers, just for Tim. He commented on part 2. Check his channel out if you wish. But I'm really pleased how it's turned out. But it's whether it works or not. Thanks for watching, everyone. Commenting, subscribing, sharing, liking. all those things you do. This video is going into 10 minutes now, so this is the end of part 3, and part 4 will be to see whether it actually works or not. LOL. Take care everyone, and happy growing.